Hi, I'm Marky.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is the Happy Everly After podcast. Hi, and welcome to the Happy Everly After podcast. I am your host, Marky Ostler, and I'm here to give you a ketamine update. This is part 2 of the ketamine series. Is it cool that I have like 17 series going on at a time? I know. Like a couple weeks ago, I did like a deep dive into a Celine Dion song. And then I've talked about my ketamine. That's kind of been a series. And then something that's really near and dear to my heart has been the series on interviewing you guys on like messages that you've received from the other side, which I would just love for that to pop off. It's slow moving because I'm interviewing other people for that. So like scheduling is hard and just like, it's summer, y'all. It's already August. I have no words. I cannot believe it's almost August. Like I cannot believe it. This was the first summer, that Drew and I have stayed in Utah since we've been married. Like we met in May and then we were married the following April and then immediately left to do summer cells. And we've done summer cells since then until this year. We stayed home and it's been magical and I love Utah summers. Yeah, this summer has been so fun. I do miss Ohio. I know that's so random, but I do miss it. I talk with my friends from there all the time. I'm literally talking with one of them right now that was like, how's your summer been? Like, it's just like, I'm so used to seeing my Ohio friends every year for the last like 4 summers. And so I just miss them. And Drew and I have a wedding coming up in Kentucky, which I'm so grateful that Kentucky is close to Ohio because we get to fly into Ohio. We're having dinner and we have plans with some of my friends in Ohio, and I'm just so excited. So that's just a little bit of a life update. Life is busy and fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. Today, I was going to record with somebody. It was going to be my first interview. Sadly, they had to cancel today. I'm like so sad. They just had a really close friend of theirs go through something really hard. And so it like ripple effect is kind of affecting them. And they were just like, I just don't know if I'm in the right headspace to record today. So we're going to push that off. Hopefully we can get them in soon. And that's going to be a deep dive. You guys are really, really going to love that interview. I just know it. Another thing I wanted to talk about is I am starting this new thing. I haven't talked with my esthetician or hormone specialist about this, but I was listening to this podcast. And I talk about them a lot. Sorry, just love her, but her name's Josie Van Dyke, and she is the host of Weekly Trash. And one of her very first interviews she did was with the owner of Dime Beauty, Dime Beauty, and they do like skincare. They do like natural perfumes, things like that. And I just have the most sensitive skin. Like if I freaking sneeze, I get a zit. Like I have always been super acne prone. I've had acne since I was 9. If you go on Meet Everly Joe and like click on the highlight bubble, you will see my skin journey. I've done multiple rounds of Accutane. I was diagnosed with PCOS, and that's really, really helped me because now I'm on like medication that levels like my blood sugars for my PCOS, and that has then helped with my PCOS symptoms, which is acne on my face. So that has been a journey. But something that I haven't like told Dime Beauty about, this isn't like sponsored or anything. well, it's sponsored in the fact that I have an affiliate code with them, but normally I just talk about their fragrances because their fragrances smell just like, if not better, than the Joe Malone fragrances that are so yummy at Nordstrom. But Dime Beauty, not only are they more cost friendly, but they are all natural. So I feel a lot better about like splathering it all over my skin. Point of the story is I was listening to that podcast where Josie Van Dyke had the owner of Dime Beauty on her podcast, and she was talking about how acne prone she is and why she started Dime. And I was like, dang, maybe like I'm an affiliate for them. Maybe I should just like really dive in and like give their skin products a go. And so I have an update right now that I'm going to start a 6-month, like, I don't even want to say transformation, because what if my skin looks so shitty? Like always, that's terrible. I love myself. I love my skin. I love my body. It's fine. But what if I do this for 6 months, this regimen of face wash, toner, all the creams, all the lotions, all the stuff. And what if in 6 months there's a transformation? And what if my skin clears up? I don't know. But I have bad enough skin that for me to commit to doing like a regimen like that for 6 months, not only do I know will it go by so fast, number one, but number two, what do I have to lose? You know, I'm such a jerk to myself sometimes. I'm trying not to be, but I'm 34 years old. I've had acne since I was 9 years old. And I'm just wondering if maybe if I just stick with a regimen for 6 months, what will it do for my skin? So join me on that journey. That's going to be on Meet Everly Joe, and I will document that. Probably not every day because but like every so often. And I'm going to be talking about my Dime Beauty journey. Okay, so there's that. Really, the reason why I hopped on here today is because I wanted to give you a ketamine treatment update. This is probably going to be a quick podcast episode. Half of it's going to be me talking about Dime Beauty. The other half is going to be me talking about ketamine and how I don't know if it's placebo. I don't know. It's like hard because I know that people who have like really bad depression, trigger warning, say like somebody who is severely like suicidal and their therapist recommends ketamine. Ketamine is actually a very, very effective drug to get them out of that headspace enough to where they feel hopeful. And then they can do the rest where they work with healthcare professionals, doctors, their psychiatrists, things like that to help them with their mental health. But it's known to be really, really helpful for depression. And I talked about that in ketamine part 1 because that was the first time that I had done ketamine. Unless that was part 2. Guys, I don't remember. Did I do like an intro like, hi, this is me before ketamine, and then I did another episode of the first time I did it? I think maybe that's what I did. But I have now done my second treatment, and my second treatment was fine. It was a lot like the first time. Nothing crazy, nothing profound. It's crazy if I'm talking to you and you've never done a drug before, it would be crazy for you because you had never, because I'm literally like sitting there watching a show in my eyeballs while my eyeballs are closed. And that sounds so crazy town. And I realize that, but beautiful, like it's a beautiful experience and you feel really good and really happy and really just relaxed and cozy and warm and loved and at peace. And I really love that about ketamine. I haven't had, again, I've only done it twice. I haven't like had like a scary experience or like, I mean, there is this one thing that like keeps popping up and I can't really explain it, but like, it's kind of like this scary little guy. I don't know if it's a man or like a character. I don't know. I can't like see a face. I just like think it's a dude. I don't know. So maybe this does sound kind of dark. I don't know. It didn't like scare me, but I kept noticing it pop up. So if you haven't listened to me talking about my first treatment, go back and listen to that, because that kind of, I talk about like all the somatic like imaging. And so it's like a movie playing in my eyes, and it's just going, and you kind of feel like you're like flying, like having not an outer body experience, I guess, but just like your perspective's different. Like you're just like on top and you can like look around and like, I don't know. It sounds so crazy. Go back and listen to that other episode. But this time I did notice that like every once in a while, it's almost like this guy, I guess, was like on like a spinning wheel, and he would like come and then go, and then come and then go. And if you're not watching this video, I'm kind of talking about like a wheel of fortune or something. Like I'm spinning the wheel in the bottom right-hand corner of my eyes, and all of a sudden this guy would just come and then go, and then come and then go in my vision. And so I don't know, like he didn't like freak me out or anything. I'm not really scared of a lot of things, so I don't know what my brain is like getting at with that, but that's really the only profound thing that happened. Another thing that I noticed is that like the first time when I would say that a scene would get dark, I would compare it to like Black Panther, and just like really dark, like leather textures, bumps, dots, Legos, squares. Like, you know what I mean? It was just very textured black, but it was a beautiful imagery in front of my head, in front of my eyes. This time I noticed I was like on a ship a lot of the times, like a ship in the ocean where I'm sailing. And that just sounds so cuckoo crazy. And I realized that. And it was dark, but not in the sense of dark like black, like the Black Panther. It was dark, almost like it was really cloudy outside. So it was kind of like a hazy dark, if that makes sense, which I know it doesn't. I don't know. You guys just have to try it. You have to try it for yourself. Do research on ketamine and see if it would be good for you. Just know that the entire time I'm laughing at myself and talking about the images that I'm seeing in my mind, I'm also so hopeful that the medicine in and of itself is helping me and helping my brain to heal from my traumas that I have experienced. I'm hopeful that that's what it's doing. If that's not what it's doing, then I'll just keep going to normal therapy. That's fine. But ketamine is just so known for like helping people with their depression and their PTSD symptoms and just things like that I'm like, why wouldn't it work for me? Like I want it to work for me so bad. So even if my brain isn't doing exactly what I think that it should be doing, that's okay, because the medicine is healing my brain. So that's my 2 cents on ketamine. So I guess what you can say is this episode, maybe we'll call it life update / ketamine treatment number 2. I was going to do another ketamine treatment a couple days ago, But if you follow me on Instagram, I like randomly got so sick. I barfed in at like the bottom of a tree at my nephew's soccer game. So that was like really, really fun for me. But it only lasted like 8 or 10 hours. And then the next day I was like ready to go and tackle everything I needed to do the next day. So I'm kind of bummed that my sickness landed on the day that I was supposed to get ketamine, because I like ketamine and I like the experiences that I get from it, and I like that it's healing my brain, and I'm hopeful that it's healing my brain. So that's my 2 cents. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I don't know if you guys know how it works, but if you're subscribed to this Happy Everly After podcast, then you get automatic downloads of the episodes. And every single download that you get, I get paid like it's not a lot, guys. I want to say it's like 8 cents or something. Like, it is not a lot. But a little bit goes a long way. And so if you guys could subscribe, that would be just like so wonderful. And I would appreciate it so much. And you're just so loved and you're so welcome here. And I appreciate the love and the welcoming vibes that you guys all give me, especially the last little bit. The content I've been putting out has been really, really heavy. And I just appreciate you guys for supporting me and being along for the ride. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you so much, and we will talk with you later. Bye.